I can't do it anymore. I cannot continue to find myself in situationships with 40-something-year-old emotionally unavailable men who still can't figure out what it is that they want from a woman, even though we met on a dating site. And then when it comes to actually consistently dating, I don't feel aligned with that. I just don't feel aligned. What the hell does that mean? You say you love to...
You know what that means, right? They are not aligned in the same way. You could say they're not on the same frequency, right? Or you're not vibing. Or the spark is missing, right? I mean, there's so many other ways to say it, which you ladies often use. So that's what it means to not be aligned. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the desert. 30-something-year-old, close to 40-year-old, still doing situationships, guys. Hey, I wish I had an audio for that.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Okay, the editor comes prepared. Good to know. But now let's continue with this story, guys. She wishes there was a way she wasn't in situationships. Let's see if she managed to somehow stumble upon an answer.
Aligned. What the hell does that mean? You say you love talking to me. You say you love hanging out. You seem to want to kiss my face because you told me you wanted to kiss my face. Yet, not aligned to dating. What does that mean? What does that mean? I swear I feel like I'm being gaslit. Or am I gaslighting myself? I just want to find one. Just one good one. One good one. That's it. I'm not after loads. Just one. One good one.
Oh, I do think... I do think she's after loads. So... Be careful when kissing her face, alright? She mentioned a few guys wanted to kiss her face. Be careful whether you find the remains of the last shot on her face, alright? Just one, guys. Look at her. Just one. Damn it. Yeah, guys. Just one, alright? 500 options on Tinder. She just wants one. Just one Charrington the third. Damn it.
That I not only want to hang out with, but I'm also attracted to.
Yeah, so that basically limits it to the top 5%.
It doesn't feel like it's that big of an ask. The world has hundreds of thousands of millions of people in it. I can't. Just stop it. Just, if you don't want to date, don't be on a dating site. I feel like that's the main takeout, is it not?
No, they want to bang you, though. They want to pump you. You know, they want to fill you up like a Christmas turkey. Or Thanksgiving turkey. I don't know what you Americans do. Right? But you get the point. Do you eat turkey for Christmas, or is it only for Thanksgiving? Now I'm wondering. I know for Thanksgiving you do, right? I'm not that dumb. But for Christmas, do you eat turkey? I know. The point is, she's getting pumped, guys. She's getting absolutely effed by the chads. And she says, the world has thousands of millions of people in it. Yeah, your DMs also have thousands of millions of people in it. So just pick one, but she can't, guys. Because for all the thousands and millions of people, there's just one chad, right? So now let's move on to this other one, guys. That is yet another woman just absolutely shell-shocked at how is it even possible to find a man. So let's take a look.
I would just love to know, where are women finding men in their 30s? Because I have done every dating app. I'm really social. I go out a lot. And when I go out, I try and meet someone organically. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't. Unless maybe I'm just not approachable.
So something you may notice, sorry to pause it, but this woman looking for a good man, quote unquote, at 30. Very interesting. This woman is also 30. This is the face I'm making right now, guys. Like, very, very interesting. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Like, you almost never, ever see, I cannot recall the last time I've seen a woman in her 20s. asking, where are the good men? I want a relationship. Why are all men just wanting fun? I want something serious. You know why you don't see them? Because when they are 20, yeah, they are fucking all the chads, left, right, and center. They're just getting banged all day long. Sleeping with 5 guys at a time. That's what they're doing, right? Yeah, and when they become of age, oh, where are all the good men? Like, you never see them asking this question when they're young. But now that the clock is ticking, now that the, you know, Chad is starting to dip because he has younger options, now they start crying and whining and posting these videos.
But any of my single friends in London, they're starting to meet people now as well. Nice guys. I don't know, it's like the autumn season, and they seem to be like actually meeting nice lads. I don't know if I'm just attracting these men, or am I subconsciously attracted to them and just draw them in and just not finding the nice guys. But like, give me a nice guy. Give me...
Yeah, guys, another coincidence is that like 95% of these women are always somehow dealing with the bad boy. What are the odds? What are the odds? The stars are aligning each and every single time. These women, guys, they're hopeless romantics looking for true love, looking for the next Romeo and Juliet, but they are stumbling upon players all the time. What are the odds?
A nice guy any day. And I thought by dating older that they were more mature and looking for something more serious. I actually think the younger guys are less broken and less damaged. I actually think girls, if you're in your 30s, go younger, because the older ones, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked.
No, the older ones have learned the game that you invented, and they're beating you at it. The women invented the game, women invented the rules. And you still find some younger man looking for marriage, thinking that women are good people somehow. Yeah, but when they grow old, it's like, no, we see you for what you are. We just know who you are. We know what's the game. And you don't fool guys of age that easily.
I would just love to know, like, if people are meeting people in the coffee shop scenario, or someone just approaching you on the street. If that actually happens, guys, tell me. Please let me know if it's real. Because at this point, I don't even think anything is real anymore. I don't know. I'm fucked. I think I'm just going to go into hibernation for all the winter again. So, happy days.
Oh, how about you? In fact, I know that you women love bears. You're gonna find a bear hibernating as well. You go hibernate with the bear in some cave. See how that one works out. But now, guys, we're gonna go into a 20-year-old. And here's the difference, right? 30-year-old, well, the good man. 30-year-old, well, the good man. 20-year-old, I don't go on a first date if... And here she's gonna tell us like 7,000 standards that are bullshit, right? And then this woman that is currently dismissing millions of men and still sleeping with a child, of course, is gonna turn 30 and is gonna be crying all together with these women and going hibernating with the bears. So let's take a look, guys.
I don't go on a first date if he starts conversation on dating app from hey. And I don't go on a first date if he invites me for coffee, walk, or God forbids, bubble tea. Also, I don't go on a first date if he hadn't defined his dating goals yet at 37 years old. And as well, I don't go on a first date if on his Hinge profile there is a prompt called "First round is on me if." What do you mean if? And especially, I don't go on a first date if as an answer on this prompt it's written "if second round is on you." And what are your no-goes? Let me know in comments.
She vomits, guys, at the idea of just having to invest anything. Second round, and her just having to invest anything. She's honest about it, right? I'm here because I want to milk you dry of your resources. And that's it. And she also apparently doesn't like when guys initiate with hey, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys. Personally, when I initiate conversations with women, instead of saying hi, I just send them a copy of the Armenian constitution, right? Because you have to think outside the box. You have to stick out, right? So saying hi, like a salute, come on, guys. So outdated. But now, let's move on to this other one. And I should preface this. This is a short one. I should preface this by saying that in case you weren't aware, Trump said that fentanyl is... oh, geez, not Fent. Tylenol. Sorry. I was thinking about George Floyd. No, I'm kidding. Tylenol, I hope I don't get that messed up again. But Tylenol, right, was bad for women who are pregnant. Now, Trump just said that. It's not something that Trump invented. Whether you believe it or not, Trump is not a medical researcher or something. He's just echoing, giving out an opinion on something that he has heard from other people, because a lot of people have been, you know, going into this and trying to figure out if it's bad for pregnancy or not, right? But just because Trump said the words, guys, a lot of women have started drinking Tylenol just out of spite. Pregnant women drinking Tylenol out of spite. That's how stupid they are. So with that being said, let's move on to this TikTok.
Just in case you haven't been following along, first they went after abortion, then they went after birth control. Now they're going after the only pain relief option available to women during pregnancy. And if you have two eyes and a working brain behind them, you can see that this crowd never gave a shit about the declining birth rate. They just hate women.
Now, I do hate women. I don't see how that's related to this topic. Also, I'm a guy, guys, who doesn't know shit about medicine. The only thing I've taken is, like, how do you call it? Like, for the head, right? Headache. That's the most basic ass pill that you can get for your headache. That's the only thing I've ever consumed. But even I know that, yeah, Tylenol is not the only thing you can take for pain during pregnancy. You can take many more things. I don't know what this woman is talking about. But there you go, right? Oh, they went after abortion, then they went after the pill. I don't know when they did that. Maybe I'm missing something. Now they're going after this. They're not going after this. They're just telling you it's dangerous. They're doing it for you, you dollhead. But there you go. And look, just stop unaliving babies. Can you do that? Is that hard to do? Yeah, just stop slaughtering your own offspring. Is that hard? I don't know, guys. Like, personally, I don't have, like, an urge to annihilate the innocent. I really don't. It's not something I lose sleep over. I don't struggle with it. I don't have to stop myself from doing it. No, I just feel no desire to unalive in a brutal manner unborn babies. I really don't. I don't find that hard. You know, so yeah, just stop doing it. Just stop slaying babies. It's not that hard. And it's honestly shocking, guys, that these people, guys, they are the ones with the university degrees, right? Like, we over here, we are the troglodytes. They are the enlightened ones, guys. They are the, you know, the top tier intelligence. Yet they cannot tell you what a human is. They cannot tell you what a woman is. They cannot tell you when birth occurs. They cannot define a person. They're so fucking stupid. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing, guys. Right? Like, you can go back in time with a time machine. You can ask a 13th century peasant living in a mud hut that doesn't know that gravity exists and that think that the earth is flat. You can ask that person, what is a person? What is a human? And they'll give you a better answer than this woman. When does conception happen? And they'll tell you, oh, when I ooga booga my wife, that's when conception happens. That's when a human is born, right? They know it better than this moron right here. That's how stupid, it's painfully stupid these people are. They're fucking retarded. They don't know nothing, guys. It's incredible how utterly stupid they are. And they're dangerous, they really are. And they are unaliving babies, millions at a time. There have been plenty of studies, alright, for the people who like peer-reviewed studies. There you have them, thousands of them. Telling you that, yes, in case you were a fucking moron, you didn't know it, yes, an unborn baby is still a baby and is still a human. Right? In case you didn't know. But they have the studies right there. They can go check it out. The give me a citation crowd. Oh, just go check it out. Yeah, it's a human. Big fucking shocker, right? A man and a woman have S3X, and the thing that originates out of that is a human. Wow. In case you thought it's gonna be like a ficus, in case you thought it's gonna be a bonsai, in case you thought it's gonna be, I don't know, a camel. No, it's a human. Shocker, eh? just like all the other times. Big shocker. These people are so stupid. They really piss me off. But let's move on to article. Yeah, let's go for this one. I had two pulled up. I'm gonna go for this one. But to close my point, guys, people are gonna look at this. Time is gonna move forward, right? And in a couple years, people are gonna look back on a ocean like we look at slavery right now. Like, how was it possible? How was it possible that this culture, society, nation that wanted to get it right, how is it possible that they could have had slavery? And then you just substitute slavery for an ocean. Like, how is it possible that women were unaliving their own offspring, like murdering, slaying the innocent, right? The innocent baby little humans. How was it possible? Millions at a time. And they'll wonder about it. They won't know how was it possible. So there we go. Yeah, just stop fucking murdering small little innocent humans. It's not that hard. But let's read by description future 851. I used to believe that no matches on dating apps meant I was ugly, but after seeing a woman's Tinder account, I've come to realize I'm not. Very interesting, so let's have a look. Am I, 27 male, receiving as many matches as better looking men? Of course not. That's simply not how online dating works. However, I recently saw a video on YouTube where a guy made a fake Tinder account. The woman was definitely attractive. I understand not every woman has an account like this. So some dude created a female dating account, right? Within a few minutes, the woman already had 100 likes. A few minutes, guys. By the end of day 2, she had 2,250 likes. There you go. Now, granted, again, he does specify this woman was above average, so maybe an 8, right? But still, so if you're a woman who's a 6, alright, you're not gonna get 2,000 in 2 days, but you're still gonna get hundreds, dozens in the least, right? It's just so easy. It truly didn't matter how handsome the men were. There were simply too many options to choose from, and I can 100% understand why a woman will become overwhelmed and just give up. I always knew that women got more matches, but not to this extent. Also, why are people trying to make... I always get these guys like, oh, women have it hard too, they have too many options. Dude, shut up. That's like complaining, guys. Oh, I have too much money. I just have too many Ferraris, guys. I don't know what to do with them. I have so much money. I literally don't know what to spend it on. That's the complaint, right? Oh, I'm overwhelmed. Too many options. So what? Just, I don't know, take it slower. Weed out the ones who obviously from 10 miles away just want to hook up. It's not that hard again, right? You have many options. Hey, all the better, right? Guys, I wish I were having those struggles. Also, the advice of having good text game is irrelevant, as a woman receiving this many matches won't open 95% of them, maybe more. I can't link on this sub, but for anyone wondering, type YBC dating apps on YouTube and it will be the top result. Yeah, there are plenty of videos like this. Wet Waffles, a person I really don't like as a YouTuber and as a person, but he did a very good short video that I happened to see where he also created a fake account and he was showing the treatment that he gives to guys, right? So there you have Wet Waffles, guys, just catfishing other men that they think that he is hot Becky over here, but it's actually Wet Waffles. And he was telling those people, those men, like replying with, okay, all right, yeah, I guess. The shittiest dead-ass replies. And men were still trying, right? It's just so easy being a woman. You don't have to try. You don't have to do anything. You just get everything for free. It's so easy. And the only thing, that's the only female game, is just stay down to earth. That's the only difficulty they have. All right, I got all this attention. I got all those options. Let's try and not turn myself into the biggest 304 the world has ever witnessed. That's it. That's all they have to do. And they'll find a good man and get married and live happily ever after. That's it. Let's read a couple comments. Shall we, guys? Yeah, the video is in good length. Alright. If there are 1,000 men in a city, right, swiping every woman, then every woman in that city will have 1,000 likes. Dating apps can limit swipes, but it's usually not in their own financial interest to do so. They like that male swipes are hyperinflationary currency because men that then have to buy roses or super likes or whatever to distinguish themselves. Can you guys imagine spending money on a rose or a super like? My hell. What they also don't tell you is if your swipe to like ratio is low, they put you lower on the stack and show you to less people. Say you swipe on 1,000 people and only 3 people swipe on you. Your ratio will be 3 to 1,000 or 0.003 or 0.0 whatever. Very low. They want to make the site look as best as possible to new people, so they show people with the highest ratio first. They do limit swipes, yada yada. Holy crap. Who wrote this, guys? We have someone here just writing the new Bible. Bible 2.0. I know this is a one. I know. Who cares, guys? Moral of the story. Who the fuck is still using dating apps, honestly? Who is still using them? I was recently watching some videos by Better Bachelor, which I've increased my liking for him. I've been watching a lot of content of his. And he was talking, it was some old video, talking about how dating apps are losing money, men are dipping out, right? And everybody knows this. Like 5 years ago, we watching this right now were still considered extremist. The extreme radical red pill. By today's standards, guys, we are just like a normie, right? Because at this point, literally everybody knows that dating apps suck. That women suck. Everybody knows this. Women, men, dogs in the park know this as well just because they hear it so often. Like little children, guys, they see the memes. They see the memes talking about how bad women are. Boomers that don't even have internet access, they hear it at work. They hear it on the radio that they listen to. They hear it on the streets. Even the blue pill guys are now aware that women suck fucking ass and they are undateable. Women know this. Again, lesbians know this. Every lesbian has had terrible, shitty ass experiences with women. At this point, guys, everybody knows that women fucking suck at dating, right? So we'll see what happens. I mean, the whole society knows now. Men are dipping out of dating apps. Men are dipping out of relationships. Men are dipping out of investing emotions, time, money into women. So we'll see what happens. Even the biggest simp, I believe, will turn away from his path. So we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.